Yo, what's good, chat? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back with more of me playing The Walking Dead Season 4. I'm currently at my mom's place. Hopefully I'm going to play majority of it actually, I'm going to beat this whole game today. So I'm possibly going to play both Episode 3 and 4. What a coincidence, chat. Apparently I'm going to beat the whole shit. And then definitely going to consider playing The Walking Dead Michonne. Do I even have that game? Hold on, let me check. Let me check. Can y'all hear me while I'm in the screen? Let me check. Alright. Seems like y'all can hear me while I'm on the screen. Okay, the walking is shown. So I did the testing I mentioned last week. Well, 2 weeks ago, because obviously last week was my dad's week. I mentioned to you all, like, which controller dies the fastest. And it seemed like the PS4 controller does, because my PS5 controller weren't dead. I didn't have to necessarily charge it much. Whereas the PS4 dies. So at my dad's place, my mic dies faster. But at my mom's place, it doesn't necessarily. Whereas the PS4 at my mom's place dies faster, but at my dad's place it doesn't. Which, you know, the PS5 controller. So I love the PS4 more than the PS4. I love the PS5 more than the PS4 is what I meant to say. I am looking forward to the PS6. I want to see if the controller never dies and it's like infinite. Who knows though? Or if it lasts longer than the PS5 and PS4. But it seems like my PS5 bar can go down. Like it would either show 3 bars or 2 bars. It seems like. So hopefully the PS6 it remains 3 bars, like lasts so long that it would take like weeks or something for it to just, go low. Which you don't have to necessarily worry about. Anyway, The Walking Dead. Okay, if you just put M, it shows Michonne. Did I bought the whole game? Okay, so I do have the game. It seems like I deleted because it says it costs $15. I'm pretty sure if you didn't buy it, I'm pretty sure it's just letting me know this is what it cost when you did buy it. Cause I definitely bought it before. So when I beat the game, what could I possibly play next? Possibly Ark or Tomb Raider. I actually haven't played Tomb Raider in a while, so I'm possibly gonna have to redo it. Just so y'all could be aware. But I don't necessarily want to redo it. But it seems like I have to. Or I could check where I left off, because that would seem very, stupid if I did that. Anyway, Joe, without further ado, let's get straight to this shit. Looking forward to it. It seems like I talk constantly while I'm at my mom's place than my dad's place as I stream. Because real shit, that's what you all notice. My bad for not playing Roblox much last week with my sister. I mean, things change. Sometimes I'm like, ugh, I'm not in the mood. I'm just gonna play my games I typically play. Because I don't necessarily play Roblox much. My sister typically. Roblox really just the graphics and all that. Doesn't. And YouTube make it private because there's something I have to mention about Roblox, which is like a personal preference. Um, yeah, but for Roblox, it seems very like classic, just old school. Not much of a graphic I would consider, having. That's all I have to mention. Telltale is doing great, but the only thing and keep this private as well, YouTube, meaning they're not able to witness my stream, especially Roblox, for what I mentioned about them. But for Telltale, it seems like they just constantly want more and more money for other games that they're not necessarily. So they're constantly wanting more and more money, not necessarily releasing Wolf Among Us Season 2 and The Walking Dead Season 5 and more of it. Like, all of it. So it just doesn't seem like it, so it seems like I should consider being the next Telltale CEO someday. I mean, if you've been a CEO for so long, you definitely got to consider giving up your position for the next person to be CEO, whether they're young or have plenty of experience, but have a long time to be a CEO, most likely, you feel me? Because we need newer CEOs for Telltale and the other companies I've mentioned throughout my YouTube channel, my gaming channel, throughout any of the streams I specifically mentioned about them about. For Blue Origin, not necessarily. It seems like Jeff Bezos doing great, but I'm definitely getting collab with him, you know. Just to ensure, and so we can have a private partnership, you know. So keep that private for NASA, SpaceX, and ESA of what I just specifically mentioned about that, you know. But anyway, chat, without further ado, let's get straight to this shit. Yeah, appreciate the 487 subs. Typically, I lose subs, but now people realize that it's best to be a player. It's best to be a player and not a hater, you know. Yeah, my ears fucked up sometimes, and it takes quite a while. It takes quite a while for me to process of what I'm actually mentioning, like what word sonification I was pronouncing, obviously. But yeah, it's best to be a player and not a hater, you know. I love that. I love those who are supporters and not haters, you know.
So,
Oh, we did this part before.
How many walkers do you think James will help us get?
But obviously, I didn't went to the checkpoint where I left off, you know. You already know what we're gonna do, Chad. We're gonna kill all them
15,
zombies.
100, 1,000.
Possibly 1,000, Climb. I specifically mentioned that before.
I don't...
Obviously.
Ow.
Gunshot wound.
It feels like someone pinched me from inside.
Like a demon? Obviously not.
Here, let's rest a second.
He's more traumatized. Some people may think that he has a demon inside because of the way he acts. No, it's more of a trauma, the mental trauma. His is different compared to mine. Mine is a rare specific type of mental trauma, which is like very rare and very temporarily, you know. His is very different and Clem as well compared to mine, you know. Lee didn't necessarily have any. Well,
Clem,
besides that dream he
I
had?
keep thinking. When Willie said all that stuff about Tin before, I got so mad. He was being mean, and Tin wasn't even there to defend himself.
Well, Willie has the right to. No, what am I saying? Willie didn't have the right to, my bad. Ten had the right to... Yeah, he didn't necessarily need to defend himself. Yeah, okay, anyway, my bad. My head is hurting quite a bit, so don't worry about what I'm mentioning.
I know I shouldn't,
what I'm
but
specifically mentioning, you know?
I just can't stop thinking about
Just wanted to ensure you all can hear what I'm specifically mentioning, you know?
it. I want to just punch his head. I tried breathing, kicking rocks.
It's okay to get mad at people. You can't help that. But those thoughts have to stay in your head, okay? Don't act on them. Ever.
Excuse me. You didn't kick a rock,
I'm
AJ.
strong.
You kicked the wall.
I can control what I do, but not what I think. Like, I think I'm mad at Tin too.
No, AJ, no.
Running out of cover when Lily attacked the school was really
He didn't mean
stupid.
to! He was traumatized! Yeah, that's another guy I was gonna mention that has mental trauma. His is very different compared to mine as well.
He just doesn't know stuff like we do.
I'm sure he does.
Willie
He's just
started
very
yelling at him
traumatized.
instead of helping him learn.
Well, Willie
Why don't
was
the
an
other kids know
asshole
all
for
the
that
stuff
part.
we know?
That's all I want to mention about Willie.
When there's a plan, you have to follow it. And when you yell at someone, it just makes them not listen.
Well, why don't we teach them? They're smart. Someone just has to show them what to do.
Yeah, you and AJ are smarter but
Yeah.
equal to them.
I
Because they
want
still
to
have
know-
that gift of knowledge from God, obviously. So I'd be equal to them, not
Know how to
greater
be
than them.
safe.
But you're smarter
We
than
can show
them,
them how to be smart
but equal
like
to them
us.
in terms of the knowledge, you
It's
know.
weird that people are so different.
Not really.
It is Erickson's boarding school for...
It's not necessarily unusual. Anyway.
troubled youth.
Troubled
Excuse me.
youth. Trouble like bad? So they did bad things? Why?
I said excuse me, not Siri. My Siri
sometimes
just
they
popped
do
up on
them
my phone.
because bad things happen to them.
Yeah,
I knew a
the
doctor
mental
once,
trauma.
back when you were just a baby. He called it trauma.
Mental trauma.
You have some too, you
specifically.
know. The thing where people can't walk
yes,
up behind
plenty.
you.
More than I do.
I don't like my
More mental trauma than I do. My bad for pausing, but I don't want to talk over them, and it gives me anxiety sometimes. Remember when when I hear sound like this? Not like the sound that autistic people hear. I'm referring to like how I get anxious, specifically associated with my rare specific type of mental trauma, which is very rare and very temporary, as I specifically mentioned earlier, you know, on this live stream. But yeah, AJ has plenty. His is way worse compared to mine. So he has more, Clem has more, and Tennessee has more compared to mine, which is like simultaneously, you know.
I want to get it off of me.
Yeah, if you get brain
How do I
surgery,
get rid of it?
by getting brain surgery,
I don't
which
even
is
like the way
asking
the
for help
word
pretty much.
sounds.
You don't like that word?
It's really, really hard to do
Well,
by
I don't
yourself.
either, yeah.
A lot of people can't without some help.
I don't necessarily,
Like from a doctor?
I don't necessarily like that either.
Sure, but those are rare these days.
Yeah, if it's rare, then you
or
can
like
find
the
one.
school, right? It was supposed to help with people's trauma.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, it was.
Remember how I mentioned that Clem gives him the surgery, and then she goes find someone, like, cause she mentioned that it's rare to find doctors. So what if she found someone? What if it was a coincidence? And she's like, wow, I found someone that is a doctor, which is a brain surgeon, and it's just rare to find one. But thank goodness I found one. So then she gets a surgery from that person, and then she can give 10 one, you know,
And
or
now
anybody
they
else
help
who has
each
mental
other.
trauma, you know, in the group she's
I
in
still like
currently,
them.
you know. I do as well, AJ.
I like Tin the most.
Thank goodness you
think.
show empathy.
Even if he does dumb things.
No. He doesn't necessarily
Actually-
do bad things.
I think he's my first
He doesn't necessarily do dumb things, is what I meant to say.
real friend.
Specifically.
Oh yeah? I thought I was your first real friend.
Well, yeah, but you don't count. You're old.
Wow.
Am not.
Fine.
Excuse me.
He's my second first real friend.
That wouldn't be proper grammar when you use it like that, AJ. But shit, you're a kid, so what can I tell you? Okay, I'm playing Jared. He's a smartass. But he is learning overall, so, you know. Time to kill zombies! Fuck James' false beliefs. I'm sure he's following a false religion, which I'm sure he created it, which in terms of it being false, you know? Hold up, chat. Excuse me. Hell yeah, we're gonna kill all these zombies. Fuck you, James. Well, your beliefs specifically, and your behavior. Fuck that. I still love you though, James. I just don't like your fucked up religion
I
and
don't see
beliefs.
James.
Your beliefs and religion overall is false. Especially your behaviors towards zombies. You can use it as a defense mechanism, but don't treat it like nothing will harm you like that, you know? Like, fuck that shit. Yeah, tame them. No. You don't... Even if you tame them, they're gonna potentially bite your ass. I'm sure they think that you're a zombie. Like, that is very manipulative, James.
It's monsters.
Least favorite character in the game, simply because of it. But I still love the other aspects of him, so... Not much of a least character, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, before I play The Walking Dead Michonne, I'm gonna definitely consider playing the 400 Days after this. Which I'm gonna love it. You know?
James?
You're hurt.
Damn.
Did the Raiders do this?
It looked like they had people from your school. Why are you here?
Those people you saw? We're going to save them.
To use zombies to save them.
But to do that, we need your help moving some walkers.
Don't be a pussy, boy.
I could.
Don't make it
maybe
a
help,
don't make
but
it a big deal.
My mask is still in the camp, inside my bag.
Yeah, so you can manipulate
I
them
can't
with the
pass
mask.
through a herd without it.
But he definitely uses it to ensure they don't necessarily notice him. But when you use it like that to manipulate them, thinking that you're one of them, that it's gonna manipulate himself or get manipulated by Satan, not manipulate yourself. You can't necessarily manipulate yourself. But when he gets manipulated by Satan, that will make him be like, wow, they truly love me simply because I tamed them. No, that is fucked up.
Okay, then let's go get it.
Please, I just ask that you don't kill them.
I'm gonna fucking
The
kill them.
walkers.
Alright?
You distract
Thank
them.
you.
I can sneak over and find my
You
mask.
can get your mask easy away, buddy.
Distract all of them?
No, we don't need to distract him, AJ. Don't
Oh.
worry.
I'll try.
You don't need to try or consider doing it, Clem. Just kill them. Like, real shit. Yeah, stun them, but kill them. Oh my fucking goodness. Why does my homie constantly send me shit on Insta? Yeah, it was good, Daniel. USA, how you feeling, brother? Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Don't mind what I mentioned about James. I have my reasons with him. But yeah, appreciate it, bro. I love a supporter. I love someone who's a player and not a hater, and someone who's a supporter and not a hater overall, you know? Any more? Excuse me. He's like, great. You have your own you have your reasons with him. Shit, I don't blame you for, you know, mentioning that. Shit, that was very simple.
I don't know how long I can keep this up.
Hope he doesn't notice,
Find
but
your
I'm sure
mask.
he will.
I can't find it. The horses must have... There!
Excuse me. I'm sure he'll notice anyway.
We have to run.
Hey, over here!
AJ!
Don't worry, Clem.
No, there are too many of them.
Don't you worry, James.
The cart.
Well, Clem, yeah, don't
Pushing
worry.
the noise will draw
It's
them
not like
away.
you can eat him anyway. He's just distracting him and he's gonna run as he distracted him. Watch, James is gonna notice what I'm gonna do to them. Hold on, why is my homie constantly sending me reels on Insta? God damn. Hold on, let me see what's... My bad, chat. I have to deal with shit. With what my homie is sending me. Alrighty, appreciate it, bro. I definitely need that 488 sub. Typically, when I stream The Walking Dead, y'all join. But other games, it takes a while for those to join. Well, besides Ark, my homie Rapid joined because he mentioned to me like why he hasn't been joining for quite a while, you know. Anyway, chat. Without further ado, let's get started. Watch it, James gonna be pissed. Watch, watch. But I don't give a shit. James' beliefs and his behavior towards them is very false. Especially that false religion of his. Though he distracted majority of them, so don't be a baby about it. Or should I say a bitch about it.
AJ, are
Anyway.
you okay?
Yeah, no bites.
Okay, that's not necessarily violence, that's self-defense, so...
You didn't even try to spare them.
Oh, I don't necessarily need to. Hi, buddy. And that's all he mentioned. Because it took me quite a while for me to process on whether he was going to be more pissed or just
Thank you
acting like he cares.
for helping me get this
whatever.
back.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now, how will Walker save your friends?
They're being held captive on a boat not too far from here. We can't sneak on board without cover, Not without the raiders gunning us down.
You want to use walkers to hide? To sneak on board their ship? That's insane.
Not really,
It's
bro.
our only chance.
You definitely need it for self-defense, buddy. And plus, you can hide behind them, and they won't necessarily notice, because
I
you're
have something I need you to
gonna
see.
be covered in their blood.
So you can understand what you're asking.
Either way,
James.
they're zombies
We
overall.
still need
so.
his help, right?
Don't manipulate me, buddy.
Yeah, we do.
Don't let Satan manipulate you to manipulate me, and let's say to manipulate Clem, saying you should accept, you should really follow what he's saying. Like, fuck you. And I'm referring to Satan and James. Fuck them both. Well, James' behavior and his beliefs and the religion he created, which is all false from James. His behaviors, beliefs, and the religion he created is all false. And Satan, just fuck him overall, you know?
It's safe.
Anyway. Yeah, Daniel. Or, yeah, Daniel. Yeah, appreciate you for understanding what I'm referring to, because real shit, James gotta, like, chill. Plus, at the end of the game, he's gonna be like, oh, you're right, Clem. I can't force my false beliefs on others. It's just false, and I'm manipulating them. It's like a cycle. Satan manipulate this one person, then they manipulate that person, and then Satan manipulate you to follow what this person's saying. Because of their manipulation, it's just a cycle. Just like Satan manipulating James to manipulate Clem, and then Satan manipulate Clem, saying you should really follow what James is saying. Follow up to what he's mentioning, you know? And Clem is gonna be like, fuck you, Satan, and fuck James' behaviors, beliefs, and religion, which they're all false, as I specifically mentioned about James, you know? But I'm gonna spare Lily because I want more story of her, and it seems like she been through a lot. Like, watch how she's gonna change and be like, why, Clem? Why should I really think about this, of what you wanting me to do, so I don't have to kill people for who I love? That's what she's gonna be mentioning. And it would be adding up to the story of The Walking Dead Season 5. I'm sure they can add that if he spared Lily. I don't necessarily want James to die, but unfortunately it's gonna happen, you know? Just depends on what I choose, you know? But definitely gonna spare Lily. Anyway, let's see what James is gonna show me, even though I most likely know, you know?
Just a little further.
Alrighty. Oh, that's Barn. Shit, in the Walking Dead universe, it's meant to be like that. I'm sure God knows why. Excuse me. Actually, I'm not gonna beat the whole game. I'm possibly gonna just beat this episode, or possibly after this scene, I'm gonna possibly end it, because real shit, I'm gonna possibly beat this shit tomorrow, whenever, you know. And don't worry, 400 days is gonna have to wait, you know.
Clem, what's this?
A salt lick.
It's called a salt lick.
Salt lick? Ugh, sounds gross. Or maybe it's actually good, like chips. Those are salty, right? Like the snack bag in the car.
I'm sure you should
Can
know
I
the
lick
meaning
it?
of salt lick.
Go ahead, lick it if you want to.
Oh, gross. It tastes nasty.
Well, now you know.
Ugh, learning sucks.
Not really, AJ. I was gonna do that part where Clem's like, I don't know, when she actually did look the salt lick. Cause we didn't do that face like, I don't know. Then that's like a lie. But they add it as like a meme or something. Who knows? It's gonna take quite a while for me to process on why they added that, you know.
Beatnik.
One of Disco Broccoli's chives talking friends.
Must have had electricity here once.
Shit. Isn't it like... It's fucked up that you can't... That there's no electricity. Like... I wouldn't be alive without electricity, chat. Wow. Why do they even use electricity? That's my question. Oh, for technology, obviously. Yeah, it seemed like people wouldn't be alive without it. Like, you know, God actually wanted people to depend on themselves and be self-reliant, use technology. Like, without an iPhone, if someone were lost or missing, you would never find them because there wouldn't be news. I mean, back then they used paper and they put it on those, like, here, I'm gonna possibly show you. Hold up. Yo, real shit, my homies gotta stop sending me, like, shit on the group. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to leave it. I mean, I love being group chats, but it gives me anxiety when he spams. Well, on Instagram is the issue because the notification just pops up and never goes away. I'm sure you know. Like, you know how they would put it on this wooden thing? Nowadays, people use social media. It's much faster. People would be aware. There's Amber Alerts, you know? Sorry for this, but I need to go. Goodbye for now. Danier, or however I pronounce your name, is going to take quite a while for me to process. Well, because of my trauma, I'm sure majority of my viewers know, or subs know, or whatever. But anyway, take it easy, brother. It's all good if you have to leave, bro. Take it easy. But yeah, we wouldn't live without technology. So obviously, without electricity, we wouldn't live. Well, obviously, for people like Clem, they could because they figure out ways to survive. Nowadays, it would not be reasonable. Obviously, we wouldn't need technology and electricity in heaven because that is like temporary that God wants humans to use, you know? Like, it would be very temporarily, you know? Yeah, appreciate it, brother. But yeah, regardless, we wouldn't live without it. I'm sure y'all know what I mean.
My people. My former people. They had a practice.
They're not necessarily your people. I know
I
know what you're gonna do, man.
Collecting.
I know what you're wanting to pull. Even Clem's like, what the fuck, man? You are sick, bro. Sick in the head. She's pretty much mentioning he's fucked.
They use them as a weapon. I do this to protect them. I know
Okay, why
it
exactly would you
strange,
protect him like that? That's fucked
but
up.
that's why I brought you here. To see them as I do. As people.
You're manipulated by Satan, buddy!
Well, not people exactly. But...
See,
something in...
he's even admitting that they're not... Well, they are people, but dead people. But he's admitting that they're not alive anymore. You gotta put them down, let them rest in peace. Like, that is fucked up, buddy.
between.
Fucked up.
Part of us is still in there.
Alright, buddy, that's fucked up. Yes, there's a glorified body in us, but in terms of what you're mentioning that we have control over ourselves, and that's how we're meant to live. That is fucked up. We're not meant to be zombie. That's just a virus. You're meant to end it as it's meant to be, most likely. You feel me?
Deep down. So few of us die anymore. We turn.
You can't prove that.
Not dead.
That sounds like
not
no.
alive.
Well, you can't prove that, James.
Exactly.
Look, I've heard some weird things, but walkers having a soul?
Well, humans in general do have souls inside of them. But Clem is like mentioning, but really, you think that a soul would control the dead body? They would leave it and not be in there. I'm pretty sure that's what she's specifically referring to. Or it seems like that's what she's referring to, most likely, if you mean.
Like I said, I know how it sounds.
Well, I don't like how it sounds. That's fucked up, buddy.
Do you really think there's people inside of monsters?
No! AJ, stop believing this shit!
Yes.
No! AJ, don't believe in it.
This way.
This is very manipulated. Satan's manipulated James. Now he's manipulated AJ. AJ, don't get manipulated by Satan. Fuck Satan and fuck James' behavior, beliefs in his false religion. Fuck it all. Fuck it all.
Has someone you cared about turned?
Obviously, they were a caring person before they died, motherfucker.
She shot
No
him before
offense,
he
but I
died.
don't like how James is. Like
So
how
he
his
wouldn't
beliefs
have
is
to
and all that.
suffer.
Yeah, exactly. And then now he's in heaven.
Maybe this wasn't the best way to explain.
I don't
need
give
to
a
bring
shit.
up
I'll tell you
difficult
explain it. It's all good.
I lived among walkers for years. Still do, in a way.
Well, that is fucked up, buddy.
When they're alone,
You're just having mental illness.
they're
Plenty of it.
harmless. Innocent.
Well, because they're looking for humans to eat. Are you fucked in the head or something? God damn.
If you want my help, I need you to try and walk with them.
Well, if you want to see what it's...
Then tell me if you
If you want to climb to see what it's like to hide behind them as we're occurring to the boat, then might as well. But I'm not gonna believe in your shit, buddy.
really believe they're just monsters.
Obviously, they turn to monsters.
They are.
Not like demons, but like they're like dead but alive. Which, when people say dead but alive, they mean like they're zombies. They're infected by this virus. So you have to end it all to let them rest in peace and let them be in heaven or hell. But you never know. For those who don't know. But yeah, AJ has a point as well. They're definitely monsters.
Just monsters.
Not like demons,
They're
but you know
not
what I mean.
people or friends. Clem.
They're not what they used to be, is what AJ means.
She'll be safe, I promise.
This isn't smart. It's too dangerous.
She just needs to move as they do.
Fuck you, James.
If it gets bad in there, I'll need you to save me, okay? Can
Yeah,
you do that?
let's act like
Right.
Clem doesn't like zombies, and that she wants to
Yes.
need help, you know.
I'll always protect you.
Thank you, brother.
I know you will.
That's her adopted son. I'm gonna have an adopted daughter, next month, which I'm gonna name her Haley. Her actual name is Stardust, but I'm definitely gonna consider naming her Haley. I'm sure I mentioned this on one of my streams. If not, then might as well mention it at the very moment. The way it sounds, though.
The first rule is never go alone.
I know. I have to do this
I'm
fucking
not
shit,
leaving
AJ.
you. I'll be right back.
Check the windows.
I will.
Don't let fear take over.
I will. I promise.
The mask will disguise your scent, but be gentle and be quiet. Touch the wind chime. You'll see.
And they're just gonna act like nothing because I'm acting like I'm one of them, even though I'm not necessarily. Like, fuck you, James. Like, fuck you, boy! See, you're thinking of other shit, getting manipulated by Satan. God damn. For real, man. Yo, what up? Apparently you're fucked up boy who's actually not one of you and acting like he's one of you. I'm not even wanting to act like I'm one of you, but apparently this fuck boy wants to be in here to see that you're all innocent and all that, even though you're not. Well, because you want meat, you want human meat, you want other creature meat. Well, those who are on land, obviously not like going to water to eat a shark, but you know what I mean, other creature meat on land, not in the water that submerged the land, obviously, because the ocean. Well, the Great Flood, a.k.a. the ocean, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know, you're like, who are you? Are you a human being? Because I would eat you if you take that mask off. I know. You would love to eat me so I can show proof to James that you're not innocent. Well, in terms of, like, wanting to attack me like that, you know, because you're a zombie. But he's fucked up. Especially when I click on this. Or pull the wind chime, you know, or touch it. Not pull it, touch it. Well, fuck James, I'm not gonna necessarily believe in his shit, you know. Anyway. he wouldn't bite her hand, you know, because there's no blood on her. There's no zombie blood. Well, those from zombies, you know, like that humans. But this mask is so manipulating. Like I'm pretty sure they're smelling the mask, which is fucked up. She's not even one of them. So fucked up. You know? See, the reason why they're acting like this is because they're having this moment thinking of like, they're thinking like, just imagine being alive, you know? That's what they're thinking. So what they're thinking about is imagining what it's like if they could be alive again, like leaving their body and being alive, like inside their body, like trapped, you know? Which is a punishment for those who are sinners, or those who sin less, but those who are sinless, like don't sin at all, wouldn't be a zombie necessarily. Like wouldn't necessarily be a zombie.
Hey there, kiddo.
James obviously, because he's a sinner.
It's
like,
all right. I'm fine.
And plus,
See?
they're like that.
No bites.
They're like that as well, as considering the fact there's nobody to attack, because they think they don't know that they don't know that's actually Clem right there. They think that's another zombie like them, but they should realize. Well, they can't necessarily because they're zombies. Like at the very moment, like currently at the very moment. Like they can't necessarily be like Clem, like they're not gonna notice because she has that mask on, thinking that she's one of them, but not necessarily. And that's manipulating of what James does when he wears a mask, you know? Like, that's fucked up. You know?
No bites.
Obviously no bites, because
So,
she had that fucking mask
Do you
on.
still think they're just monsters?
Obviously!
Now that you've seen them at peace. Any
Yeah,
different?
because they wish they were alive, you fuck boy!
Yeah, I do. They're still just monsters.
Exactly!
Dangerous things that want to kill us.
Exactly!
That's what I thought you would say.
Obviously, because
It's what
you
I would've
are
said too.
afraid, buddy.
Once.
Have you ever killed a walker before?
I don't give a
have.
shit about what you said to me before.
Many.
messaged me before. Did he go a lot before? He just created this false religion, this false beliefs, and his false behavior towards them. Like, it's fucked up, James. You can go to hell. I'm gonna let you turn. Well, obviously, because I'm gonna spare Lily, because you already know what I specifically mentioned, you know.
Have you ever killed a person?
Well, for self-defense.
Many.
Or he could have been a murderer, you never
But that
know.
was a long time ago.
I've killed someone before too.
AJ.
Well, for self-defense, AJ.
You've killed someone?
For self-defense.
But I was justified.
Yo, should I kill Lily or what?
I see.
Actually, no, I don't necessarily need to.
That's enough. What about the walkers? Are you going to help us save our friends?
Yeah, we're gonna need them for self-defense, not because of what you specifically mentioned. With
I
your
thought I
bullshit
could.
story.
But I can't. So many walkers would
Who
die.
cares? Buddy?
Oh, the death this would cause. I'm sorry, Clementine, but I can't have more blood on my hands.
So let me get this straight. If you really had to choose human life or walker life, which is more important?
Right?
Walkers are peaceful.
It doesn't
Humans-
matter! They're actually
My
not!
friends are alive.
Yeah, because humans sin, dumbass!
Not kind of or maybe alive. They're trapped and they're afraid. They need my help.
Exactly! Shit, I can't deal with this anymore, Chad. Damn, he wants to punch me because of what I just mentioned?
I may be
that's a
stubborn,
fact.
but I'm not heartless.
You're not stubborn or heartless. You're fucked.
Those raiders are cruel. They force others to be the same.
Well, that's not necessarily right, so...
And even if your friends think like you, no one deserves that.
Uh-huh.
It'll take some time to guide them through the forest to the shore. Others will join the herd as they go.
She doesn't
Tomorrow
say
night.
thanks, but she doesn't even want to thank him because of what he's mentioning.
Be ready. I can't undo this.
I'm sure you could, buddy. Like, they're dead and he wants to guide them. Like, that's so fucked. But we need them for self-defense. And see, he's acting like them as well. Like, that's so fucked. So manipulating, buddy. The zombies are gonna know it's you. Like, goddamn.
Come on, AJ. Let's get back before it's too dark.
Like, for real shit. Like, for real. Yeah, for real, brother. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Jiff the Gaming. How you feeling, brother? Definitely my favorite game, but I don't necessarily like James overall. I mean, I love him overall, but I don't like his false beliefs, his false religion he created. Well, he created his false beliefs as well, and I don't necessarily like his false behaviors towards them. Very fucked, you know. You're not meant to have a relationship with a zombie. Yes, they're humans, but they're dead. Like, let them rest in peace. That's actually wrong. I'm sure God wouldn't agree if we had a zombie apocalypse in real life. But overall, he wouldn't agree if it was like that, you know. W, homie. Yo, it's good, crazy. How you feeling, brother?
I didn't want like James.
That's cool, homie. Or W, homie.
Before. I mean, he's tough. Not like you, though. He doesn't kill monsters.
AJ!
He's not scared of them either.
Don't be manipulated.
He's cool.
Nah, not really. I'm not gonna really believe
Hey, Clem.
what you mentioned.
Willie.
Or agree with what you mentioned specifically. Not much, just, you know, gonna beat this game. Which actually, I'm gonna have to end it right here, so if you wanna see more of me playing The Walking Dead Season 4, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to end right here. Take it easy, chat. Be sure to sub if you are willing to as well. But yeah, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat.